welcome back. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Que carerra. What a race. My Spanish is terrible. But the race was not. Let's talk about it. The Spanish Grand Prix 2024. An excellent race. No. It was a good race. I am very happy that Lando got second. I thought Lando could have gotten first. But overall had some very exciting moments. For example, I really thought that turn one was gonna be a signifier of the entire race, because it was like the most action we've seen in corner one this year. Thank you, George Russell, for taking the lunge of lunges. But then again, Max took it back 2 laps later. So what can you expect? I think it was still a good race. I still don't know why Checo's on Red Bull, but you know, that's business. So, of course, to commemorate, as usual, I made another race poster. This is the Spanish Grand Prix here, and I've been to Spain, so I included like a mini Sagrada Familia up here in the corner, and for some reason I threw in a Ferrari. And I don't really normally have 2 cars in the posters, but I'm like, you know, let's switch it up. So in this particular poster, we have the MP4 of McLaren racing against some older Ferrari. I don't know the models actually. But yeah, it was a cool poster to make, and I actually veered a little bit different from the typical formula and did this thing down here. You can't really see on the video. Actually, I can show you on the video. Here, it was like a different way to shade using cross hatching, which, to be honest, when I finished this poster, or like almost finished it, I didn't like it. And then when I got into the cross hatching and shading phase, it actually turned alive, or became alive. But yeah, pretty happy with the poster. Very happy with the race, and I think what's exciting now is this is another race. This is almost every race this year that Max is not decimating anyone. Max is not crushing it. He's winning. But you know, how many more laps till Lando caught up? But he finished just 3 seconds behind. He cut down an 8-second lead to 3 twice. Like, Lando's on fire. Like, Lando's doing something that I think we need to pay attention to. Orlando and McLaren. And that's why I think I am so blessed and lucky that I happen to pick the McLaren MP4 for what looks to potentially be a season where McLaren wins the Constructor Championship. And if that happens, I'll be pretty stoked. I also found out recently that this is the 30-year anniversary of Ayrton Senna, which I may have talked about before, but his car is in here as well. And Netflix is producing a Senna documentary, which I imagine will be featured or released in the weekend of the Brazil Grand Prix. So, you know, I talk about documenting the culture a lot, and it's how I started propaganda and how I got into drawing versus painting, which is what I normally do. And I think it's been interesting to explore this because I'm starting to pick up on trends that I'm not consciously picking up on, and this Senna McLaren thing was just a really good coincidence for an entire series of art, which is going to be 26 drawings by the end of the year dedicated to one man, one car in the season where his constructor might actually win. Super cool. Anyways, this is the poster. As usual, you can find me on Twitter. That's where I hang out most of the time. Give me a follow there if you want. I'm also on Reddit a lot, which I've noticed. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the race. Thank you for tuning in if you watched, and here it is again. Peace.